Hello everyone and welcome to another ProCharts video. My name is Lawton Ho here with Verified Investing, and thank you so much for checking this out. Today's video is about cryptocurrency, specifically about Bitcoin and how it's absolutely collapsing as of late. Don't believe me? Let's go check a look at the chart. So Bitcoin, look at this, guys, making new lows, the lowest point it's gotten since 2024 September, guys. What a fall from grace. And well, what happened? Well, you had this beautiful upsloping trend line. We got pretty low here on the 5th of June, as low as 59,100. Got a nice pop. Look at this. Retrace. Pop up. And we look to break, and look at this. I had this circled. Perfect retrace. But then absolute collapse. Now, yesterday, we expected a bounce, right? We did actually get a bounce on the low of the basically year around this 59.1 level. But then it had a nice reversal. We popped up over 5%, around 5% from that level, but came back into there today. And now what did it do? Did it hold? No, it absolutely flushed past that level, continuing to fall over almost 2% from the previous low before rebounding and making a little bit of a base here. Now, the question is, where is Bitcoin headed? And that's the question I'm going to try and find for you. So the best way to do this is to look at historical data. And immediately looking at historical data, I see a beautiful head and shoulders pattern here on Bitcoin. If I use my tools here, I can see that there is quite a nice head and shoulders pattern that was formed and broken on the chart of Bitcoin. You can see it demonstrated there. The first thing I'm going to do on this weekly pattern is find out, well, first of all, where is the measured move and what am I looking for moving forward? And you see that we almost retraced completely to that level. So immediately that measured move would be a move down to 35.5-ish on Bitcoin. Right. Additionally, when I'm looking for lows of support, I'm looking at these low pivots. So here, for example, you have the lowest point since August of 2024, which would be a move down here around 49,000 basically. And this other move is a move down to 52.5 basically. So I do anticipate some support there. Now the question is Bitcoin just going to continue to sell, or can we expect some sort of bounce? Well, looking at the chart, you don't have a whole lot more support. Any other support levels you've kind of broken. So really, if we continue to sell, let's say if we close below and confirm below this line here on a daily basis, basically, because it's 24 hours. I'm looking down to this 52.5 level for a potential bounce, and then that $49,000 level for a secondary level of support on Bitcoin. But the question is, how is the price of Bitcoin affecting these other stocks such as Ethereum, XRP, SUI? Well, let's take a look. And looking back out, we have something kind of similar here on Ethereum, right? Had this nice trend line, had a break, right? Had a nice break, retraced to it, and then immediately continuing to fall. About 12% fall from the break of that trend line. Now the question is, where do we see a bounce? So unlike Bitcoin, we haven't quite taken out the recent lows, both yesterday and today. Right, still staying above this key level. And I understand why. This is not only the low of the year, it's the lowest that we've gotten since last year, April, right? So over 52-week low. On top of that, right? On top of that, what is there? The key psychological number, the key psychological level of $1,500. So let's say Ethereum continues to come down. I really do think that $1,500 level should provide a bounce for Ethereum. And Ethereum is moving today, right? From its high to lows is about a 7.5% drop intraday. on Bitcoin. So let's say it comes down here to 1500. I anticipate a bounce. But the question is, what if it doesn't bounce there? Well, then I'm looking at the Liberation Day lows from last year, around 1385, 1400. That's the next level, natural level of support for Bitcoin. So these are my two levels on Ethereum for a bounce, 1500 basically and 1385. Couple more charts for you guys. XRP, right? Also something similar to Bitcoin in that, it hit, this low from the beginning of the month and then pierced it today. Right, similar to Bitcoin. Now, in XRP, the chart's going to look a little different. First thing we're going to check is, do you have that same kind of trend line break and retrace? And the answer is 100% absolutely. Had this nice trend line break, retrace, then finally got that sell down about 12%, 13%, similar to Ethereum from that level. Now, zooming out a little bit, looking at support levels, we're already past our Liberation Day lows of last year, way past them. And we're not trading at November 2024 levels, having difficulty finding some levels of support. And the good thing about this, at least, is you have these nice pivots that should provide some level of support, just around 93 cents. Additionally, right, talk about psychological levels. I think for me, the dollar level on XRP should provide some good support for the cryptocurrency. So move down, let's say 4%, and then 10% should provide two levels of support for XRP if we continue to have this sell. But ultimately, the only thing that matters is the performance of Bitcoin, right? Because it is still the leading cryptocurrency. Like, it's going to be like that forever. For SUI, so now SUI is also showing something similar, breaking the previous lows, hitting the lows for the month and the year. However, it's different in that SUI actually got as low as 56 cents briefly for a day, if you remember that crazy day on the 10th of October. Additionally, I'm looking for support down here at this nice pivot just around 46 cents. So for me, if SUI SUI continues to fall, you should provide, some support there. And I give you an additional level of support, just the lows from 2023, around 36 cents. So these are the three potential buyable levels for me on SUI. I'd probably stay away, right? Here's the thing. People are always thinking, okay, what can I buy? There's this, there's that. But all these stocks, right? Ethereum, XRP, SUI, they're derivatives of Bitcoin in that they're going to generally follow the price action from Bitcoin. And they have not really decoupled themselves from Bitcoin. Right? They don't have anything else really going for them. So if Bitcoin falls, they're going to fall. So while I do like some of these support levels, I'm not going to invest in SUI, which is a little more volatile when I can stick to something bigger like Ethereum or Bitcoin. Right. So finally, let's talk about PENGU. This is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. So something similar here. So pretty much same thing, right? Breaking the lows of the year. But this one actually got slightly lower in February, attempting to break the lows of the year, but actually has a level of support right here in February. And, Pudgy Penguins have other IP. They're making books, I believe, TV shows, and selling their products, like their plush stuffed animals, in major retailers like Walmart, Target. I've seen them in. But for me on Pudgy Penguins, on PENGU USDT, I would actually be a buyer right here at 0.0053-ish, anywhere around there. I'd likely look for a bounce. So we're looking at an additional probably 10% lower, and it gets a bounce. Yes, it's moving with Bitcoin, but I do believe they've separated themselves enough to where, that they have something to fall back on should the rest of the markets continue to slip. But this is going to be really interesting. We really don't want to, if you're bullish on crypto, you really don't want to see Bitcoin close below the low of the year around 59,000. All right. With that being said, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Be careful out there. I know it's a little crazy, but we'll get through this together. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.